There is a power within you that has been waiting, watching, knowing the perfect moment to reveal itself. You have walked through trials, through moments of doubt, through the silence, where it seemed as if nothing was happening, but what you do not see is that everything has been moving in divine order. You are on the edge of something magnificent, something beyond your imagination, and all that is required of you is to believe. Life is not random. The events that unfold before you are not accidents. Every moment, every situation, every delay has been preparing you. What you once called obstacles were never there to stop you. They were there to shape you. The waiting has not been in vain. The stillness was not emptiness. It was in those moments that the foundation was being laid for the miracle that is about to unfold. You must now walk in certainty, not with a heart that pleads, but with a heart that knows. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are stepping into it. Your faith is not in what the eyes see, but in what the soul knows. If you can hold the vision, if you can feel the joy before it arrives, if you can live in the assurance that it is already done, then life must rearrange itself to reflect this truth. Everything that seemed impossible, every door that appeared closed, every setback that made you question your path, it was all leading to this moment. The time has come for divine intervention, for the unfolding of that which was always yours. The forces of the universe are aligning, moving, shifting, because you have aligned within. The power was never outside of you. It has always been waiting for you to recognize it, to claim it, to trust it. Your only task now is to prepare your heart, not with worry, not with doubt, but with gratitude. Speak as if it is already yours. Walk as if you are already living in the blessing. Love as if you are already whole. Do not wait for proof. Become the proof. The greatest miracles do not come to those who question. They come to those who expect, who receive, who know that God is about to do something extraordinary. Everything has been set in motion. Nothing can stop what is meant for you. The moment you surrender fear and embrace certainty, you step into the realm where the impossible becomes reality. It is done. It is yours. Now watch as the miracle unfolds. There is a shift happening in the unseen. It is moving in ways that your physical eyes cannot yet perceive, but your spirit knows. It is a knowing so deep, so undeniable, that even when circumstances seem unchanged, you can feel it in the air. You can sense the arrival of something miraculous. It is not a wish, not a vague hope, but a divine certainty. You have prayed, you have believed, and now the answer is making it to you, not in fragments, not in small portions, but in abundance. You are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. All the waiting, all the longing, all the times you whispered in the silence, wondering if God had forgotten you, were never ignored. Every word was heard, every tear was seen, every desire planted in your heart was known before you even spoke it. And now the manifestation is near. There are forces beyond your comprehension moving on your behalf. You are being positioned, aligned, placed exactly where you need to be. You are not being left behind. You are being prepared for something that exceeds your greatest expectations. Do not look at the past to define what is possible. Do not measure the future by the limitations of what has already been. What is coming to you is not something you have seen before. It is not the repetition of what you have already experienced. It is new, it is divine, it is greater than anything you could have imagined. The mind will try to understand it, but this is beyond understanding. This is a season where faith must take the lead, where trust must go before sight, where you must act as if you have already received, because in truth, you have. Everything is energy, everything is vibration, and what you align with, you attract. Your belief is the key. You cannot wish for a miracle while holding on to fear. You cannot expect abundance while speaking in lack. You cannot step into the new while clinging to the old. This is the moment to release, to surrender all doubt, to rid yourself of every thought that says you are not worthy, not ready, not capable. Those were lies, illusions, that kept you bound to a reality that no longer serves you. But now you are stepping into something higher, something destined. The chains are falling off. The past is losing its grip. The door that was once locked is opening wide, not because you forced it, but because you aligned yourself with the truth that it was always meant to open for you. There are people being moved into your path, opportunities rearranging themselves to meet you at the perfect time. Everything is converging into this moment. The doubts that try to shake you will no longer have power. The delays that once frustrated you will now reveal their purpose. What seemed like rejection was actually divine redirection. What you thought was lost was actually preparation for something greater. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are at the center of something magnificent, and the forces of heaven are working to bring it to pass. Your only task now is to receive, to stand in a state of gratitude, to move as though the promise is already fulfilled, to speak words of faith and expectation. If you knew without a doubt that the miracle was coming tomorrow, how would you feel today? If you knew that everything you prayed for was already done, how would you carry yourself? That is the posture you must hold. Not desperation, not worry, but certainty. When you walk in faith, heaven moves. When you stand in confidence, the universe bends to accommodate your belief. You were never meant to struggle for blessings. You were never meant to chase after what is already yours. The moment you shift your awareness, the moment you step into the knowing, life must respond. You do not need to convince God to bless you. The blessings have already been assigned to you. You do not need to beg for what is already yours. You need only to recognize it, to accept it, to make room for it. That is the secret. You must make space in your mind, in your heart, in your life. If you are still holding on to the old, there is no room for the new. If you are still replaying past disappointments, you are not in position to receive what is ahead. Release it. Release the need to understand everything. Release the habit of overthinking. Release the timeline you created in your mind. Divine timing is perfect, and it does not conform to human logic. It moves in ways that are beyond comprehension, but always with precision, always at the exact moment when you are ready to receive. You may not feel ready, but God knows when you are. You may think you need more time, more preparation, more signs, but that is the illusion of the mind. The moment you accept that it is done, it is done. The only thing that has ever been between you and the miracle is the belief that it was separate from you. The truth is, it was never apart from you. It has always been within you, waiting for you to see it, to claim it, to know that it was yours all along. There will be moments when the world will try to distract you. The physical realm will still show signs of the old, the remnants of what once was. But do not be deceived by appearances. Reality is shifting beneath the surface. Just because you do not see it yet does not mean it is not happening. Just because the evidence has not appeared does not mean the miracle is not already in motion. This is where trust must become your foundation. You must believe in the unseen more than you believe in what your eyes show you. Nothing can stop what has been set in motion. No force, no obstacle, no delay can prevent what has been divinely ordained for you. The miracle is already unfolding. The blessing is already here. It is not far away. It is not distant. It is here, now in this moment. You are stepping into it with every breath, with every thought, with every declaration of faith. Speak as if it is done. Walk as if you already hold it in your hands. Rejoice as if the doors have already opened. That is how you bring it forth. The only thing that could ever delay it is doubt. But even doubt has no real power. It is merely a shadow, an illusion that disappears the moment you shine the light of faith upon it. You have come too far to turn back now. You have seen too much, experienced too much to question whether miracles are real. They are, and they are happening for you. Not just for others, not just in distant places, but for you, here, now, in this very moment. Do not let your mind tell you that you are not ready. Do not let fear whisper lies that say you are unworthy. The blessing has already been assigned to you. It is your name on it. It has been written into the fabric of your destiny. It is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And the when is now. Something is shifting. Something is breaking through. The waiting is over. The miracle is here. You have stepped into a new reality. One where all things are possible, one where faith moves mountains, one where the impossible becomes inevitable. Nothing can stop what has been set in motion. It is already done. It is already yours. Now, simply watch as it appears before your eyes. You are standing at the threshold of something divine, something beyond human comprehension. Every delay, every struggle, every unanswered prayer was not a denial. It was a preparation. It was life aligning itself perfectly so that when the blessing arrived, you would be ready to receive it fully. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. Something has been moving in the unseen, working together in perfect harmony to bring forth the very thing your heart has been calling for. And now it is here. The shift is happening. The breakthrough is near. The miracle has already been set in motion. It is no longer time to wonder if it will happen. It is time to know that it is already happening. You are not separate from the blessing. You are one with it. The only thing that has ever stood between you and its manifestation was the illusion that you had to struggle to receive it. That illusion is fading now. The old beliefs that told you that you were unworthy, that you had to earn the favor of God, that you had to wait endlessly without evidence, those beliefs are dissolving into nothingness. The truth has always been simple. The moment you believe it is done, it is done. The moment you decide to receive, it appears before you. Look around you, not with physical eyes, but with the eyes of your spirit. What do you see? Do you see lack, struggle, delay, or do you see the unseen forces aligning in your favor? Do you see divine hands moving behind the scenes, orchestrating a perfect symphony where every note plays at the right time? What you see inwardly is what will manifest outwardly. You must see yourself already walking in the blessing. You must feel the joy of it before it arrives. You must embody the victory before it is revealed. That is the key. That is the secret. Everything that once held you back is crumbling. The doubts, the fears, the false narratives that said you could never rise beyond your past, they are losing their grip. You are being lifted into a new dimension of faith, one where miracles are not rare occurrences, but a way of life. One where the extraordinary becomes ordinary, one where you no longer hope for blessings, but expect them as a natural result of your belief. You are shifting, evolving, stepping into your divine inheritance. There is no more room for hesitation, no more room for second guessing. You have spent enough time waiting, questioning, wondering. Now is the time to claim it. Now is the time to walk as if you already hold it in your hands. No force in existence can withhold what is rightfully yours. It has already been written. It has already been prepared. All that remains is for you to step into alignment with it. There is nothing standing in your way. The obstacles you once perceived were never real. They were reflections of your past beliefs, illusions designed to test your faith, to strengthen your knowing. But now the illusion is gone. Now you see clearly. Now you understand that the moment you choose to receive, life has no choice but to respond. Take a deep breath and feel the shift. Feel the energy of the miraculous surrounding you. It is here. It is happening now. You are stepping into a new reality, one where blessings flow effortlessly, one where divine timing unfolds with precision, one where what once seemed impossible is now inevitable. The miracle has already arrived. The only thing left to do is embrace it. It is done. It is yours. Now watch as it unfolds before your eyes. Everything in your life is shifting right now, even if you cannot yet see it with your physical eyes. The unseen is more real than the seen. The foundation of your miracle was never in the hands of the world. It was always in your belief, your willingness to trust, your ability to let go of doubt and step into the certainty that what you have asked for is already moving toward you. There has never been a moment when you were separated from the promise. There has never been a time when God was not working on your behalf. Every moment of waiting was not wasted. It was a divine orchestration ensuring that the right doors would open at the right time. Feel this truth in your spirit. Let it settle deep within you. There is nothing missing. There is nothing lacking. The miracle is already formed, already completed in the invisible. Now it is unfolding. Now it is coming into form. It is appearing right before your eyes. This is not a dream. This is not a distant possibility. It is real. It is happening, and nothing can stop it from manifesting in your life. Everything that once seemed impossible is bending, shifting, aligning to make way for the promise, the people, the resources, the opportunities, the unexpected breakthroughs. They are all being positioned perfectly. The pieces are falling into place in ways you could never have orchestrated on your own. That is why you were told to trust. That is why you were told to surrender. Not because you were being denied, but because you were being prepared for something greater than what you even imagined. Look within yourself now. Do you feel the shift? Do you feel the heaviness lifting? Do you feel the weight of doubt and fear dissolving? That is because you are stepping into a new dimension, one where miracles are not just possible, but inevitable. One where you no longer hope for blessings, you expect them. One where you no longer question if you are worthy. You know you are. Everything that once made you feel small is fading away. Everything that once made you feel separate from your dreams is losing its power over you. The old version of you that struggled, that doubted, that questioned whether God had forgotten you, that version no longer exists. You are standing in the fullness of your faith now. You are walking in the knowing that you are divinely supported, divinely guided, divinely favored. And because you know this, everything in your life is beginning to reflect it. The shift is not coming, it is here. The breakthrough is not on its way, it has arrived. The moment you accepted it, it became real. This is the moment everything changes. This is the moment you step out of waiting and into receiving. The delay was never a denial, it was a divine setup. What is about to unfold will leave no room for doubt. What is about to manifest will be so undeniable that even those who once questioned your faith will have no choice but to see the hand of God upon your life. The doors that were once closed will swing open effortlessly. The situations that seemed impossible will resolve in your favor. The opportunities you thought had passed you by will return with greater blessings attached. Everything is working together for your good, even the things that seemed unfair. The things that broke you, the things that made you question whether you would ever rise again, they were all necessary, they were all part of the preparation. Without them, you would not be standing here ready to receive what is coming. The pain was not wasted, the struggles were not pointless. They were refining you, strengthening you, molding you into the person who could carry the blessing that is about to be poured into your life. Now there is nothing left to do but receive. There is nothing left to do but stand firm in your faith and know that it is already done. The path has been cleared, the way has been made, the miracle is not coming, it is here. And now the only thing left to do is to give thanks, to stand in awe of what has already been prepared for you, to watch as the divine plan unfolds in ways that exceed your greatest expectation. You are ready. It is time. The promise is fulfilled. You have been chosen for this moment, this divine moment, when everything is aligning perfectly for your life's next great chapter. Every part of your journey, every setback, every challenge has been part of a bigger plan. You were never alone in this process, even when it seemed like the world was silent. Every prayer, every whisper of faith, every tear you shed, all of it was being heard and seen. The universe, the divine God Himself, has been moving in ways you could not even imagine, preparing things behind the scenes. Your faith has already created the path for the miracle you are about to experience. You may have spent years wondering why things were taking so long. You may have questioned your own worth, your own ability to receive what you have been asking for. But you were never wrong in your faith. You were never wrong in holding on to the belief that something greater was meant for you. All that waiting, all that trusting was not in vain. It was your preparation. It was the time needed for your spirit to expand, for your belief to deepen, for your heart to align with what is about to manifest. This moment is so much bigger than you. It's not just about your personal blessings. It's about the testimony you are about to have. What God is about to do for you is not just for you. It's to show the world what faith in the unseen can bring. It's to show the world that when you align with your higher purpose, when you trust the divine process, miracles happen. You will be the walking evidence that the impossible can become possible. You will be the living proof that no matter what the circumstances may look like, God's plan always prevails. All of the doubt, all of the disbelief, all of the negative experiences you've encountered were simply preparation. They were the final test before the breakthrough. The devil wants to shake your faith, to make you doubt the promise, to convince you that you've been forgotten. But the truth is this: God's promises are never empty. They are never false. When He speaks, it is done. And now you are standing in the moment where what He spoke over you is about to come to pass in a way that will blow your mind. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel the truth of this. The miracle has been set in motion and it's already on its way. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to struggle for it. You simply have to accept it. You simply have to open your heart to receive the abundance that's being poured into your life. The blessings you've been asking for are not far off. They are not distant. They are right here in this moment, ready to be revealed. The shift in your life is already happening. Your circumstances, your finances, your relationships, your health, they are all about to transform. Things that once seemed impossible are about to come into your reality. You will look back on this moment and see how perfectly everything aligned. You will see how every challenge, every disappointment, every delay was part of the preparation to bring you to this point. And when the miracle comes, you will not be surprised. You will be in awe. But you will also understand that it was always meant to be. You've carried this promise in your heart for so long, and now it's about to manifest. The time for your breakthrough has arrived. Your faith has opened the door, and now you are walking into the fullness of what you've been praying for. You are stepping into a new season where miracles flow freely, where blessings come without effort, and where the impossible becomes your new reality. This is your moment to shine. This is your time to step into the fullness of your potential. This is the time when everything you've been praying for will manifest in ways you could never have imagined. Your faith is the key that has unlocked the door to your miracle, and now you will experience a life of abundance like never before. You are ready for it. You are more than capable of handling it, and it will not just change your life. It will change the lives of those around you. Don't doubt it. Don't second guess it. The miracle is not coming tomorrow. It is already here. You are already walking in the manifestation of your desires. The universe is aligning with your faith, and everything you've hoped for is coming into form. The love, the money, the success, the peace, the joy. You are stepping into it all right now. The doors are opening. The opportunities are flooding in, and the favor of God is upon you. The time for your breakthrough is now. You are ready for it. You are ready to receive it. Understand that the process of waiting wasn't about punishment. It was about preparation. It was about getting you to the point where you could receive what was already yours. Now you are ready to take hold of your miracle and watch it unfold in the most magnificent way. What was once far off is now right in front of you. What was once out of reach is now within your grasp. As you stand in this moment, embrace it. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the disbelief. Trust that what God has prepared for you is bigger, better, and more beautiful than you ever imagined. And when the miracle manifests, don't be surprised. Be grateful. Be thankful. But know in your heart that this was always meant to be. Your faith has brought you here, and now the time has come for you to receive everything you've asked for. Remember, there is no delay in the divine plan. It has been unfolding exactly as it should. It is not just a coincidence that you are hearing this now. It is a confirmation that your miracle is near. It is a sign that the door is about to open and everything you've prayed for is coming your way. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are living in it. You are walking in it. You are the miracle. Believe it. Receive it. It's already done. The shift has already happened. The miracle is already in motion. Now all you need to do is step into it. You are entering a season where the things you've prayed for are no longer distant hopes, but tangible manifestations that are taking shape right before your very eyes. It may feel like it's been a long journey, and it's true. Many of you have felt the weight of time and the struggles of waiting. But understand this. The time was necessary. It was a time to refine your faith, to deepen your understanding, and to prepare you for the blessing that was always meant for you. You see, the delay was never a denial. God never said no to you. What you have been waiting for has been in process. Every moment of waiting was preparing you to receive what you had asked for. But more importantly, it was preparing you to receive it in the right way, at the right time, and in the perfect form. The path that was carved for your miracle had to be just right, so that you would not only be ready to receive it, but you would also be able to carry it and appreciate it fully when it came. And now you are at the threshold of your breakthrough. You may not be able to see it yet with your physical eyes, but in your spirit you can feel it. You can feel the excitement, the anticipation, and the assurance that something is on its way. And it's not just any ordinary blessing. It's a life-changing miracle. What God has in store for you is beyond what you can comprehend, beyond your wildest dreams. It is something so extraordinary that when it comes, it will change the entire trajectory of your life. You may have once doubted that your dreams were even possible. You may have wondered if you were worthy of such blessings. You may have been told by others that it was too late, or that you were asking for too much. But the truth is, God's plans for you were never limited by time or space. They were never dependent on what the world said was possible. What God has prepared for you is not subject to human limitation. When He says it's your time, it's your time. And now it's your time. You are about to step into a season of unimaginable blessings, a season where the impossible becomes not only possible, but your new reality. Look around you. Even if your current circumstances still seem a little cloudy, know that things are already shifting in the unseen. The moment you align your faith with the understanding that your miracle is on its way, the universe starts to move. Things begin to work together for your good, and everything you've been hoping for starts to fall into place in ways that are far beyond your comprehension. The doors you thought were shut forever will suddenly swing wide open. The opportunities you once thought had passed you by will come back in even greater measure. Do not be afraid of what is about to unfold. It is natural to feel some level of nervousness or doubt, especially when things begin to change. But remember, change is the sign that God is working. The shift is a sign that the miracle is being birthed. You are in the midst of a divine transformation, and everything that was once impossible is becoming possible. You've worked hard for this, you've prayed for this, and now it's time for you to step into the fullness of what's already been made available to you. One of the greatest things you can do right now is to remain in a posture of gratitude. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to even more blessings. Gratitude is the currency of the divine. When you express gratitude for what you have, for what is coming, and for the journey that has brought you to this moment, you open up the floodgates of heaven. Everything that you have believed for and worked toward is about to manifest, and the more grateful you are, the faster it will come. Remember, your miracle is not just about what you see with your natural eyes. It is about what you believe in your heart. When you begin to live as if what you have asked for is already yours, when you walk in the confidence of knowing that the blessing is already on its way, you activate the divine law of attraction. You begin to draw those blessings closer. You begin to move in alignment with the universe, with God's divine timing, and you start to see things unfold at a pace that will amaze you. The truth is that your miracle is already completed in the spiritual realm. What you are about to experience is simply the manifestation of something that already exists in the unseen, the plans, the promises, the blessings. They are already prepared. It is your faith that will bring them into your physical world. Your ability to believe in the unseen, to trust that what you have asked for is already done, is what makes the miracle possible. Let go of the need to control how it will happen. Let go of the need to figure it all out. Your miracle is not limited by your understanding. You do not need to know how it is going to happen, or when it is going to happen, or who will be involved. You only need to trust that it is happening. You only need to believe that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating everything in perfect timing. The miracle you have been waiting for is already in motion, and now it is about to manifest in the most beautiful, unexpected ways. Look at your life from a place of knowing that everything is working together for your good. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, they are all aligning with the divine flow. You have planted seeds of faith, and now those seeds are sprouting and growing, producing a harvest that will blow your mind. The opportunities that once seemed out of reach are now coming into your grasp. The relationships that you thought were lost are being restored. The financial breakthrough you have been hoping for is closer than you think. It is time to stop doubting your worthiness. It is time to stop questioning whether you deserve the blessings that are on their way to you. God has already said yes. His promises are sure, and His word is never void. You are worthy. You are enough. You are ready to receive everything that God has prepared for you. This is the moment when everything changes, when everything you have been praying for begins to appear. You have been faithful. You have trusted. You have held on through the storms, through the waiting periods, through the doubts. Now your faith is about to be rewarded in ways that you cannot yet imagine. The miracle is here, and all you need to do is step into it. Don't allow fear to rob you of what's already yours. Don't allow the past to dictate your future. You are in a new season now. This is the season where your dreams come alive, where your prayers are answered, and where you witness the miraculous unfold in your life. As you stand at the threshold of your breakthrough, take a moment to acknowledge the journey that has brought you here. Every challenge, every triumph, every tear, every victory, it all led to this moment. You are stronger than you know. You are more capable than you realize. And you are more than worthy of the miracle that is unfolding in your life right now. God is about to surprise you. The miracle you've been waiting for is not coming tomorrow. It's already here. It's already in motion. It's already yours. Now, all you need to do is believe, receive, and walk into the new season that is unfolding before you. Your miracle is unfolding, and with every passing moment, you are drawing closer to the manifestation of your deepest desires. But understand that what is coming into your life isn't just a result of your own efforts or a simple stroke of luck. It is the divine work of a higher power, God, who is orchestrating every detail, aligning every circumstance, and preparing you for a future that is beyond anything you've ever imagined. This is not just any miracle. This is a life-changing event that will transform every aspect of your life. The world may have told you that you're too late, or that the opportunity you've been waiting for is already taken. But God doesn't operate by the world's standards. He doesn't work in limitations, and His timing is always perfect. What's meant for you will never pass you by. The dreams you've nurtured, the visions you've seen, the desires you've whispered to Him in prayer, they are all part of His divine plan for your life, and He is bringing them to fruition. In this moment, you may be standing on the edge of something truly monumental, but there's one thing you need to understand about God's miracles. They rarely come in the form you expect. They don't always follow the pattern you created in your mind, and they often arrive in ways that are beyond your understanding, and this is precisely why they are miracles. If you could predict them, if you could control them, they wouldn't be miraculous at all. So let go of the need to figure it out. Release any attachment to how you think it should happen. Trust that the universe, in alignment with God's will, is creating a path just for you, a path that will surprise you, delight you, and exceed your expectations. Now imagine that what you've been waiting for is already in motion. Can you feel the energy shifting? Can you feel the alignment coming together? The moment you begin to truly believe that what you desire is already on its way, the universe starts to respond. Your energy begins to match the frequency of what you've asked for, and it's only a matter of time before it manifests. This is the law of attraction at work, but it is also the law of faith. The belief that what you cannot see is just as real, just as tangible as what is right in front of you. The miracles happen when you release control and allow yourself to trust in the divine timing of God. But trust doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means aligning yourself with the possibility, with the belief that anything is possible. Trust means walking in the confidence that everything you've asked for is on its way. Trust means taking inspired action, showing up every day with the faith that your breakthrough is coming. Think about the times in your life when you have felt the presence of God so strongly that it seemed like nothing could stop you. Those moments are not accidents. They are glimpses of the divine power that is constantly at work in your life. Those moments are a preview of what is to come. God is showing you that when you step into alignment with His purpose for your life, when you trust Him fully, miracles will follow. God is about to surprise you in ways you can't yet imagine. The things you've been praying for, the desires you've held close to your heart, are already being prepared for you. You may have been waiting for this for what feels like forever, but remember, God's timing is always perfect. He knows exactly when to bring the right people into your life, when to open the right doors, and when to bring the breakthrough you've been longing for. It will not be a moment too soon, nor a moment too late. It will be precisely when you need it most. At times, the waiting may feel unbearable. You may question if you will ever see the answer to your prayers. You may wonder if God has forgotten about you, or if He's just waiting for the right moment. But the truth is, God has never forgotten you. He has never left you. The waiting is part of the process. The delay is not a denial, it is the preparation of your miracle. It's as if you've been in a holding pattern, but now the time has come. The doors that seemed closed are opening, and the blessings that once seemed impossible are about to flood into your life. When your miracle comes, it will come in a way that only God could have arranged. It will come with a timing that is so perfect you will stand in awe of how everything has come together. It will come with a grace that fills your heart with gratitude. And when it arrives, you won't just feel joy, you will feel peace. You will know in that moment that everything has aligned for your highest good. You will feel the love of God pouring into your life in ways you've never experienced before. You will feel as though every moment of your life has led you to this point, and the universe itself has conspired to bring you exactly what you need. The best part of all is that your miracle isn't just for you. When God works in your life, He doesn't just bless you for your own benefit. His blessings are always designed to impact others. Your breakthrough will not only transform your life, but will also open doors for others. Your success, your happiness, your peace will be a beacon of light for those around you. You will be able to show others what is possible when you trust in God's plan. Your miracle will serve as a testament to God's goodness, to His grace, and to His power to transform lives. As you step into this new season, take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought you to this point, the prayers, the faith, the perseverance. It has all led you to this moment of divine alignment. Now that you are not where you are by accident, every step you've taken has been guided, even in moments when it felt like you were walking in darkness. God has been with you every step of the way, preparing you for this miracle. And as you prepare to receive your miracle, remember that your job is simply to believe. Believe that what you have asked for is already on its way. Believe that it is already done in the spiritual realm, and that it is now just a matter of time before it arrives in the physical. When you believe, you align your energy with the manifestation of your desires. When you believe, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. And when you believe, you unlock the door to a world of possibilities. So let go of the doubt. Let go of the fear. Let go of the skepticism. Trust that God is bringing you exactly what you need and more. Trust that your miracle is not just coming, but it is already here, already in motion, already on its way to you. The divine work has already begun. All that is left for you to do is to receive, to embrace, and to step into the miracle that awaits you. In this season, you will witness what others might call the impossible. You will see the breakthrough that seemed out of reach. You will experience the healing, the success, the love, and the peace that you longed for. And when it comes, you will know that it was never a coincidence, never a stroke of luck. It was the hand of God working behind the scenes, orchestrating your miracle from the very beginning. This is your time, the time for your life-changing miracle. Believe it. Trust it. Receive it. It is already yours. As we stand on the precipice of this divine breakthrough, remember that your miracle is not a distant dream, but a reality that is unfolding before your very eyes. Trust in the process, knowing that every step has been guided, every moment has been planned, and every detail has been perfectly arranged by the hand of God. Your time has come. The doors that were once closed are now open, and the blessings that seemed far away are rushing toward you. This is the moment to let go of doubt, to release fear, and to fully embrace the miraculous power that is at work in your life. What you have asked for, what you have longed for, is already on its way, and when it arrives, it will be greater than anything you could have imagined. So hold on to faith, walk in confidence, and be prepared for the surprises that God has in store for you. You are about to witness the impossible become possible, and the life-changing miracles you will manifest in ways that will fill your heart with gratitude and awe. Know that you are never alone in this journey. God's presence is with you, His favor is upon you, and His blessings are already on their way. Embrace this season of miracles, and trust that everything you have been waiting for is now within reach. The best is yet to come, and it is already unfolding before you. Step into it with open arms and an open heart. For the life-changing transformation you have been praying for is already on its way to you. Ladies and gentlemen, there are signs, subtle yet undeniable, that mark the chosen. Not chosen in the sense of superiority, but in the sense of purpose. There are those who move through life unaware, drifting like leaves in the wind. But then there are those who, though they may not yet fully comprehend it, carry a fire within them, a restlessness, a knowing. If you are one of them, you will recognize these signs, though they may surprise you. The first is a growing sense of detachment from the world as it is. What once fascinated you, what once held you captive, begins to lose its grip. You look around and see people enthralled by the trivial, consumed by fleeting pleasures. Yet you stand apart, not by choice, but by design. The things that once thrilled you now seem hollow. The conversations that once engaged you now seem empty. And though you may try to return to the old ways, something within will not allow it. The second is an inexplicable series of challenges that seem to find you no matter where you go. While others glide through life with ease, you are met with trials that seem almost personal, as if the universe itself has singled you out. And perhaps it has, for gold is refined by fire, and you are not meant for the ordinary. The struggle is not punishment, it is preparation. And if you have eyes to see, you will recognize that even in your darkest moments, something unseen has been guiding you, shaping you, preparing you for what is to come. The third is a relentless inner voice, one that does not let you rest. While others are content with what is, you feel an urge, an insatiable hunger to know more, to be more. It whispers to you in the stillness, it calls to you in the quiet hours of the night. No matter how much you achieve, no matter what heights you reach, it tells you there is more. And though you may try to silence it, it persists, because it is not of this world. It is a call from something higher, something that refuses to let you settle for less than what you were meant to become. The fourth is an increasing awareness of synchronicities, of moments that seem too perfectly timed to be mere coincidence. You think of someone, and they call. You need an answer, and it appears. Doors that should have remained closed open without explanation, while others that seemed certain suddenly vanish. These are not accidents, they are reminders, gentle but firm, that you are being led, that the path you walk is not random, that the unseen hand moving through your life is very, very real. And the fifth, the most mysterious of all, is the feeling of being watched, not in the way of paranoia, but in the way of presence, a sense that you are never truly alone, that there is something, someone who walks with you, listens to you, knows you. You cannot see it, but you can feel it. In moments of despair, in moments of triumph, in moments of stillness, it is there, waiting, watching, guiding. And when you speak, though no one else may be around, something hears you. If these words resonate, if something deep within you stirs as you hear them, then perhaps you already know you are marked not for an ordinary life, but for something greater. And though the path may not be easy, you were never meant to walk it alone. There comes a time in a person's life when they can no longer ignore the signs. Perhaps for years they have tried to fit into the mold that the world has given them. They have walked the well-worn path, followed the expectations placed upon them, and done everything in their power to be like those around them, and yet something within them resists. It does not matter how much they try to conform, how much they attempt to silence the voice inside, sooner or later they must accept the truth. They are different. They always have been. It is not a difference that can be seen with the eyes. It is not marked by appearance, status, or even intelligence. It is something deeper, something woven into the fabric of their being, something older than this lifetime. And it cannot be ignored forever, no matter how much they try to resist it, deny it, bury it beneath distractions or logic. It will always return. It will call to them through whispers in the night, through moments of deep longing, through experiences so profound they leave no room for doubt. And once they begin to recognize this truth, their life will never be the same. At first, this realization may bring discomfort. They may feel alone, as though they are walking a path no one else understands. The things that once interested them lose their meaning. The conversations that once engaged them now feel shallow. Even the people they were once closest to may seem distant, as if they are speaking two different languages. It is not that they no longer love them, but rather that they have outgrown the old ways of thinking. The world that once felt familiar now seems foreign. It is as though they have awakened from a dream, only to find that everyone else is still asleep. This is the first great challenge, learning to walk alone. Not because they must forever be separate from others, but because there are some roads that can only be traveled alone. And in this solitude they will be tested. They will face doubts, not only from the world, but from within themselves. They will wonder if they are mistaken, if they are imagining things, if it would not be easier to turn back and rejoin the crowd. And yet, no matter how much they try, they cannot go back to who they were before. The illusion has been shattered. They have seen beyond the veil, and once the truth has been glimpsed, it cannot be unseen. Then come the trials. For those who are marked, life is rarely easy. There are moments of great difficulty, obstacles that seem insurmountable, struggles that others do not seem to face. And in these moments, they may wonder why they have been singled out, why they must endure so much, why the weight upon their shoulders feels so much heavier than it does for those around them. But if they look deeper, they will see that these trials are not punishments. They are initiation. They are being refined, shaped, strengthened. Every hardship is a lesson, every pain a transformation. The ones who are marked are never allowed to remain weak. They are not permitted to live ignorance. They are not given the luxury of complacency. The universe does not let them slip into mediocrity, for they have been chosen for something greater. And though they may not see it at first, every struggle is preparing them for what is to come. But this path is not only one of hardships. There are moments of wonder, moments where the fabric of reality itself seems to shift. Moments where they see with clarity that their life is not random, that something is guiding them. A thought manifests almost instantly, a message arrives at just the right time, a door opens when all logic says it should have remained closed. These moments are proof that they are not alone, that the hand of the unseen is always at work. There is a presence that walks with them. It is silent, but it is felt. It watches, it listens, it waits. It does not force, nor does it demand, but it guides. And the more they align themselves with this presence, the more they learn to trust it, the more their path begins to unfold in ways they never could have imagined. At times they may try to share their experiences with others, but not everyone will understand. Some will dismiss them, some will mock them, some will try to pull them back into the world of limitation, of doubt, of fear. And it is here that they must make a choice. Will they shrink back, pretend to be like everyone else for the sake of acceptance? Or will they stand firm in what they know to be true, even if it means walking alone? The choice is not always easy. It is tempting to seek the comfort of the familiar, to stay small, to blend in, but those who are marked can never truly return to ignorance. Even if they try, something will always pull them forward, a force unseen yet undeniable. And so they will find themselves drawn deeper into the mysteries of life, deeper into the awareness of who they truly are. Once you have accepted yourself as such, you quit being a man or a woman. You are now a lady or gentleman. There comes a moment in this journey when fear begins to fade. Doubt, though it may still whisper, loses its power. And in its place there is knowing. Not belief, not hope, but certainty. A certainty that they are exactly where they are meant to be. A certainty that everything, even the trials, even the pain, has been part of a greater plan. A certainty that they are being led towards something beyond what the mind can comprehend. It is here that the true transformation begins. They no longer resist, they no longer question, they no longer seek validation from the world. Instead, they walk with quiet confidence, guided not by the opinions of others, but by the voice within. They move with purpose, knowing that their steps are ordered, that every experience is leading them towards something greater. And though the path may still have its challenges, there is no longer fear. There is only trust. There is only the knowing that they are never truly alone, that they never have been, that from the beginning they have been watched, guided, prepared. And for those who recognize these signs within themselves, there is but one thing to do: surrender to the calling. Stop resisting, stop questioning. Trust in the path that has been laid before you. Because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were never meant to be like everyone else. You were marked for something greater. And the moment you accept this, the moment you step fully into who you were always meant to be, is the moment everything begins to change. There is something different about you. And though you may have spent years trying to blend in, trying to ignore it, the truth has a way of revealing itself. You were not meant for a life of quiet complacency. You were not placed here to merely exist, to follow the same patterns as those around you, to live and die without ever touching something greater. There is a fire inside you, a calling that cannot be silenced. You may have tried to quiet it, to drown it out with the noise of the world, but it remains. It always remains. And the more you ignore it, the more restless you become. At first it feels like discomfort, an uneasiness that cannot be explained. The things that once satisfied you no longer do. The conversations you once enjoyed now feel empty. The goals you once pursued no longer excite you. While others around you continue on, seemingly content with their lives, you feel as though something is missing. You may not even know what it is, but you know that what you have is not enough. You try to shake the feeling, to convince yourself that you are simply ungrateful, that you should be happy with what you have, and yet the feeling remains. No matter how much you try to ignore it, it does not go away. You may begin to wonder if there is something wrong with you. Why is it that others seem so at peace with the way things are, while you feel as though you are searching for something you cannot name? You may even envy them, wish that you could go back to the time when you did not question, when you did not feel this deep longing for something more. But once the fire has been lit, it cannot be extinguished. The path has already been set in motion, and whether you realize it or not, you are being led. For those who are marked, life is never straightforward. There are no easy roads, no simple paths. You will be tested. You will be broken open. You will face trials that seem designed specifically for you, as if the universe itself is challenging you to see how much you can endure. And in those moments you may feel abandoned, lost, uncertain of why you must go through so much pain. You may look around and wonder why others seem to move through life with ease, while you are met with obstacle after obstacle. But if you have eyes to see, you will understand that these trials are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to refine you. Gold is not made pure without fire. Diamonds are not formed without pressure. The ones who are marked cannot remain as they are. They must be transformed. They must be stripped of everything that is not real, everything that is not aligned with who they are meant to become. And so, life will take you through experiences that will break you open, that will force you to let go of the illusions you once held. It will take away the things that no longer serve you. Even when you try to hold on to them, it will remove the people who are not meant to walk this path with you, even when you do not understand why. And through it all, you will be reshaped, remade, reborn. At times it will feel like loss. You will grieve for the things you once held dear, for the life you thought you wanted. But as time passes, you will begin to see that what was taken from you was never meant to stay, that every loss was in truth a gift making room for something greater. And slowly you will begin to trust. You will begin to understand that nothing in your life has ever been random, that every experience, good or bad, has been guiding you towards something beyond what you can yet comprehend. Synchronicities will become more frequent. You will begin to notice patterns, moments that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. You will think of someone and they will appear. You will ask for guidance and the answer will come in the most unexpected way. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, even when logic says you should not be there. And if you pay attention, you will realize that you are being led and that there is something greater at work in your life, something orchestrating every detail, ensuring that you arrive exactly where you are meant to be. You will also begin to feel a presence that cannot be explained, a sense that you are never truly alone. At first it may feel strange, even unsettling, but as time passes, you will come to find comfort in it. You will realize that there has always been something watching over you, something guiding you, something waiting for you to awaken to its presence. And when you finally acknowledge it, when you stop questioning and start listening, everything begins to change. The things that once mattered to you will no longer hold the same weight. You will find yourself drawn to new places, new ideas, new experiences. Your desires will shift. Your priorities will change. The things you once feared will lose their power over you. You will no longer seek validation from the world, no longer crave approval from those who do not understand you. Because once you realize who you truly are, once you accept that you were never meant to be like everyone else, the opinions of others no longer hold any meaning. There will come a moment when you stop resisting, when you stop trying to force your life to fit into the mood that was never meant for you. And in that moment, something within you will unlock. A deep sense of peace will wash over you, a knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And from that moment forward, you will move differently. You will speak differently. You will walk through life with a quiet confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you finally trust the journey. You will begin to see the world through new eyes. You will notice beauty in places you never did before. You will feel a connection to everything around you, as if the very fabric of reality has shifted. And as this awareness grows, so too does your power, not power in the way the world defines it, but something deeper, the power to create, to manifest, to shape your reality with intention. The power to step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. And when you do, you will no longer question why you are different. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself to those who do not understand. Because you will know with every fiber of your being that you were marked, that you were chosen, that you were placed here for something greater than you ever imagined. And when that knowing settles into your soul, there is no going back. There is only forward. There is only trust. There is only the path that was always meant for you, waiting for you to take the next step. There is a moment when everything changes, when you stop trying to make sense of what is happening to you and simply surrender to it. The questions, the doubts, the need for logical explanations begin to fade. And in their place there is only trust. Trust in the path you are walking. Trust in the unseen force that has been guiding you all along. Trust in the knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. So dive in. Have fun. This is not something that can be taught. It is something that happens naturally, like the breaking of dawn after the longest night. One day you wake up and realize that you are no longer the same person you once were. The things that used to consume you, the worries, the fears, the constant need for control, none of it matters anymore. Because now you see, now you understand. Now you understand. There is something extraordinary about realizing that your life has never been random. Every moment of pain, every challenge, every loss was leading you somewhere. Even the moments that felt unbearable, the times when you questioned whether you would ever find your way, were all part of something greater. Looking back, You begin to see the patterns, the way certain events had to happen for you to arrive at this place. It was never chaos. It was never meaningless. It was always a plan unfolding exactly as it was meant to. And now you no longer resist it. You no longer fight against the flow. You allow yourself to be carried by the current, knowing that wherever it takes you is exactly where you are supposed to go. There is a lightness in this surrender, a freedom that cannot be explained. You move differently, speak differently, see the world differently. The weight you once carried is gone. The pressure to prove yourself, to be understood, to meet the expectations of others, it no longer controls you. You are no longer seeking approval from those who cannot see what you see. You no longer need to convince anyone of your path. You walk with quiet certainty, knowing that those who are meant to understand will understand, and those who are not will fall away. There is no need to force anything. Everything that is meant for you will come in its own time. As this awareness deepens, so too does your ability to manifest. You begin to notice that your thoughts shape your reality in ways you never fully understood before. What you focus on expands. What you expect appears. The line between thought and experience becomes thinner, and you realize that you are not merely a participant in life, but a creator of it. This is not something new. It has always been this way. The difference is that now you are aware of it. Now you understand that you are not at the mercy of the world, but in harmony with it. And with this understanding comes great responsibility. You must guard your thoughts, choose your words carefully, hold your vision with unwavering faith, because what you believe, what you feel, what you expect, these are the forces shaping your life. The world around you begins to shift. People who are not aligned with your path naturally fade away, while those who are meant to walk with you begin to appear. The places you once felt comfortable may no longer feel right. The desires you once had may no longer hold meaning. You are changing, evolving, becoming something new. And with that transformation comes the shedding of the old. At first, this can feel like loss, but in time you see it for what it truly is, alignment. Everything that is not meant for you must fall away, so that what is meant for you can take its place. There is no need to mourn what is leaving. What is ahead is far greater than anything left behind. There will be moments of solitude, moments when you feel as though no one else can understand what you are experiencing. But even in those moments, you will never truly be alone. There is something walking with you, something guiding you, something ensuring that you do not stray too far from your path. This presence has been with you since the beginning. You have felt it in the moments of stillness, in the moments when you needed an answer and somehow it came. So it does not speak in words, yet it communicates clearly. It does not force, yet it directs. And the more you trust it, the more you recognize it. You are no longer bound by fear. You no longer need certainty because you have something greater, faith. Faith that you are exactly where you need to be. Faith that every experience is part of a greater design. Faith that nothing in your life has ever been accidental. This faith does not come from blind belief, but from direct experience. You have seen too much, felt too much, lived through too much to ever doubt it again. The world may call it coincidence, chance, luck, but you know better. You know that every step has been guided, every turn has been intentional. And now you walk forward with confidence, no longer questioning where you are going, but trusting that the path will unfold exactly as it should. There is nothing ordinary about you. You were never meant to live a small life, to be bound by limitations, to follow the path of the masses. You were chosen for something greater. This does not mean your journey will be easy. It does not mean there will not be trials, struggles, moments of doubt. But it does mean that every challenge will serve a purpose. Every difficulty will refine you. Every loss will lead to something greater. And as long as you keep walking, as long as you trust the process, As long as you refuse to turn back, you will arrive exactly where you are meant to be. The world will not always understand you. There will be those who question your path, who do not see what you see, who try to make you doubt what you know to be true. But their understanding is not required. Your journey is not theirs to comprehend. You do not need validation. You do not need permission. You do not need approval from those who cannot see what you have been shown. You need only to trust yourself, to listen to the voice within, to follow where you are being led. Everything else will fall into place. You were not placed here to live in fear, to doubt yourself, to shrink in the face of uncertainty. You were placed here to awaken, to remember who you truly are, to step into the fullness of your power. And when you do, everything will change. Doors will open where there were none. Paths will appear where before there was only darkness. And the life that was always meant for you, the life you have always felt calling you, will finally begin to unfold. It has never been about becoming something new, but about remembering what you have always been. It has never been about searching for something outside of yourself, but about awakening to what has always been within. And once you see it, once you feel it, once you know it with every fiber of your being, there is no turning back. There is only forward. There is only trust. There is only the path that was always waiting for you to take the next step. There comes a moment when you realize that everything you have been through was necessary. The struggles, the confusion, the times you felt lost, it was all part of a design so precise that only in hindsight can you begin to grasp its perfection. What once felt like chaos now reveals itself as order. What once seemed like meaningless suffering now takes on purpose. You were being prepared, shaped, refined. You were being stripped of everything that was not truly you, so that what remains is only what is real, only what is meant to be. You begin to see that nothing has ever been against you. Every door that closed was protecting you. Every delay was aligning you. Every rejection was redirecting you to something greater. The things you once mourned, the paths you once wished you could take, they no longer matter. Because now you understand that what is meant for you will never require force. What is truly yours will come not through struggle, but through alignment. And the more you trust, the more effortless life becomes. You stop chasing. You stop fighting. You stop trying to control what was never meant to be controlled. Instead, you step into the flow of what has always been waiting for you. People will notice the change in you. They may not be able to explain it, but they will feel it. You will no longer move the way you once did. You will no longer react the way you once did. The things that used to trigger you will no longer have power over you. The things that once seemed important will no longer hold the same weight. You have outgrown them, and there is no returning to what you once were. The world may try to pull you back, may try to make you doubt what you know, but once you have awakened, you cannot go back to sleep. Once you have seen, you cannot unsee. There will be moments of loneliness, moments when it feels as though no one else understands what you are experiencing. But this too is part of the journey. You are being set apart, called to something higher, something that not everyone is ready for. You cannot take everyone with you. Some will not understand. Some will not believe. Some will try to hold you to the version of yourself they once knew, unable to accept that you have changed. But you do not belong to the past. You do not belong to the expectations of others. You belong to what is calling you forward. You may wonder why you have been chosen, why you feel things so deeply, why you see the world differently than those around you. There will be moments when you question whether you are strong enough for this path, whether you are capable of carrying what has been placed within you. But the fact that you are here, that you are awakening, that you are recognizing the signs, you would not feel this calling if you were not meant for it. The fire inside you would not burn if it were not meant to lead you somewhere. There is a sacred responsibility that comes with this awareness. You can no longer live as you once did. You can no longer ignore what you now know, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you move through the world. It all carries weight. You are no longer just existing. You are creating. Every thought you hold, every word you speak, every action you take is shaping the reality around you. And as you become more aware of this power, you will use it with greater intention. The things that once felt impossible now feel inevitable. The dreams that once seemed distant now feel within reach. The fears that once held you back now seem insignificant, because you understand now that the only limits that ever existed were the ones you accepted. The only obstacles that ever truly stood in your way were the doubts you carried within yourself. And now those doubts no longer have a place in you. You hear them, the answers that hold the secrets of life and the mysterious power to enable them. You do not wait anymore. You do not hesitate. You do not ask for permission. You walk forward with certainty, knowing that what is meant for you will meet you where you are. The doors will open, not because you forced them to, but because they were always meant to. The opportunities will come, not because you chase them, but because you are aligned with them. What once required struggle now flows effortlessly because you have stopped resisting. You have stepped into who you truly are. And as you continue on this path, you will inspire others, not by trying to change them, not by convincing them to see what you see, but simply by being who you are. Your presence alone will shift the energy of every room you enter. Your mere existence will remind others of what is possible. Because when one person awakens, they create a ripple effect, a vibration that calls others to do the same. And they can do it by understanding that all things, you will not need to say much. Your life will be the proof. Your energy will be the message. The world will not always understand you, but that no longer concerns you. You were not made to fit in. You were not made to be understood by those who refuse to see. You were made to rise, to transform, to become everything you were always meant to be. And now that you know this, there is no stopping you. There is no turning back. There is only forward. There is only trust. There is only the path that has been waiting for you all along. You are. You may find yourself at times feeling as though you are walking alone. There are moments when you will look around and see others seemingly moving through life without a care, seemingly following the prescribed path. Unaware of the invisible hand guiding them, it may seem like they have it all figured out, that they know exactly where they're headed. And in contrast, you may feel uncertain, unsure of the next step. But the truth is, they do not see what you see. They are not walking the path you are walking, not being called the way you are being called. While they may move in comfort, you are moving in transformation. You are being shaped for something greater, something that requires you to stand apart, to walk your path. Even if it feels lonely at times, there will be moments when you question your decisions, when you feel lost in the process, when the world seems to have no place for the path you are walking. But this is part of the process. The universe does not rush to reveal its plan, and neither will it rush your journey. Patience is something that must be cultivated, not as a passive waiting, but as an active trust. It is not about doing nothing. It is about allowing yourself to be led, to take each step with confidence, no matter how unclear the path may seem at times. There is power in the unknown. It is in the uncertainty that your faith grows, that your trust is tested and strengthened. And as you walk, you will begin to notice the subtle signs that confirm you are not truly alone. The synchronicities that begin to appear at the perfect moment, the people you meet who seem to show up at just the right time, the moments of inspiration that feel as though they come from somewhere beyond you. These are not mere coincidences. These are the signs, the confirmation that you are aligned with the flow of life, that you are moving in harmony with a greater purpose. And even when you can't see the full picture, these signs reassure you that you are exactly where you need to be, that each moment is part of the unfolding. The more you walk in alignment with your true self, the more you will realize that everything in your life is a reflection of the energy you bring to it. The people you meet, the situations that arise, the opportunities that present themselves, these are all mirrors of what is within you. You are not a passive observer in this world. You are an active creator. And as you become more aware of your ability to shape your reality, the world around you begins to shift. The things that once seemed impossible begin to feel inevitable, as if they have been waiting for you to recognize your power. And the more you recognize this power, the more you understand that your life is not just for you. It is for the world. Your transformation, your awakening, your journey, all of it is part of a greater tapestry, part of a collective shift in consciousness. You are not just transforming for your own benefit, you are transforming for the benefit of everyone around you. When you awaken to your true nature, when you step into your full power, you become a beacon for others. You show them what is possible. You inspire them to rise, to step into their own greatness. You remind them of what they have forgotten, that they too are creators, that they too have the power to shape their lives, to live in alignment with their own purpose. The world may try to tell you that there is only one way to be. That success can only look one way. That happiness is only found through certain achievements. But you know better. You know that the path you are walking is unique to you, that your journey will not like anyone else's, and that is exactly as it should be. The world is filled with those who have forgotten their own power, who have become disconnected from their own truth, who have become disconnected from their own truth. But you are not like them. You are not meant to follow the herd. You are here to show the way, to light the path for others to follow, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the process, because you are living proof that when you align with your truth, everything falls into place. And as you continue to grow, you will find that the things you once thought were important no longer hold the same power over you. The material possessions, the accolades, the external validation, they will no longer define your worth. You will realize that the true measure of success is not found in the approval of others, but in your own peace, your own alignment, your own ability to live authentically. Success is not a destination, it is a journey. It is found in the moments of stillness, in the quiet trust that you are always exactly where you are supposed to be, that you are always being guided towards something greater, even when you cannot yet see it. At times the journey will feel hard. There will be moments when you feel overwhelmed by the weight of what is being asked of you, when the path seems long and uncertain. You may be tempted to turn back, to return to what is familiar, to the life you once knew, but deep within you, you know that you cannot go back. You know that you are being called forward, that your soul is leading you to something, and though the road may be difficult at times, it is the only road that will bring you the peace and fulfillment you seek. No matter how many times you stumble, no matter how many setbacks you face, you are not failing. You are learning, evolving, and with every step, you are becoming who you were always meant to be. Your path is not linear. It will not always be easy. There will be detours. There will be moments of doubt. There will be times when you feel lost. But each of these moments is part of the process. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of uncertainty is an opportunity for growth. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you. It is refining you, strengthening you, preparing you to step into the fullness of your power. Your power, and when you look back, when you reflect on how far you have come, you will see that each step, no matter how difficult, was necessary to bring you to where you are now. As you continue to evolve, you will begin to see the world differently. You will begin to see beyond the surface, to understand that everything is connected, that everything is energy, that every experience is a reflection of what is happening within you. You will realize that there is no separation, that the world you see is merely a projection of your inner state. And as you shift your own energy, as you align with your truth, the world around you will begin to shift as well. You will attract new experiences, new opportunities, new people, all in alignment with your higher purpose. You will begin to understand that life is not about striving, about pushing, about trying to control every outcome. It is about being, about allowing yourself to flow with the natural rhythms of life, about trusting that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You will no longer feel the need to chase success, to force your way into situations, to try to control what is beyond your control. Instead, you will live in a state of surrender, not in a passive way, but in an active trust, knowing that you are always supported, always guided, always provided for. You will understand that the universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you need. And what you need is always exactly what will help you grow, what will help you become more of who you truly are. And as you embrace this truth, you will find that life becomes easier. The struggle, the striving, the sense of needing to prove yourself all begin to fade. You will know that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. In that knowing, you will find peace, you will find joy, you will find freedom. You will come to understand that the greatest power you possess lies not in what you can achieve, but in who you are becoming. It is not in the accumulation of possessions or accolades, not in external validation, but in the quiet assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. As you continue to grow and evolve, you will realize that your true power has always been inside you, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be tapped into. And when you begin to fully embrace that power, when you finally allow yourself to see the truth of who you are, you will become unstoppable. You will no longer be bound by fear, no longer held back by doubt or insecurity. You will no longer measure your worth by external standards, by comparisons to others, or by the judgments of those who cannot see your path. You will trust yourself completely, and in doing so, you will trust the universe, the divine presence that is always guiding you, always leading you to your highest good. You will no longer question your decisions or second-guess your intuition. You will move forward with confidence, knowing that everything you need to succeed is already within you. And as you step into this new way of being, you will begin to notice the world around you shifting. People will respond to you differently. Opportunities will arise where there were once obstacles. You will attract people who are aligned with your vision, who resonate with your energy, who will support you on your journey. Those who cannot see your worth, those who try to keep you small or hold you back, will fall away. You will no longer waste energy on relationships or situations that drain you, because you will know that your time and energy are too valuable to spend on anything that does not align with your purpose. You will begin to see that the universe does not operate in scarcity, but in abundance. There is more than enough for everyone. You do not have to compete. You do not have to prove your worth. You do not have to strive for what is already yours. All that you desire, all that you need to fulfill your purpose, will come to you when the time is right. And because you trust this, because you have surrendered to the flow of life, you will find that things come to you with ease. You will no longer chase after things or force them to happen. Instead, you will allow them to come to you, trusting that the universe has a plan for your life far greater than anything you could have imagined. In this new state of being, you will no longer be concerned with the opinions of others. You will stop seeking approval from those who cannot see your vision, those who do not understand your path. You will stop looking outside yourself for validation, because you will realize that the only opinion that matters is your own. You will no longer need to explain yourself, to justify your actions, to convince others of your worth. You will walk with quiet confidence, knowing that you are enough just as you are. You will speak your truth without fear, without hesitation, knowing that those who are meant to hear it will hear it, and those who are not will fall away. As you embrace this new version of yourself, you will begin to experience life in a way you never have before. You will see the beauty in the small moments, in the simple things. You will find joy in the everyday, in the people you encounter, in the experiences that come your way. You will no longer be waiting for something big to happen in order to feel fulfilled. You will realize that the journey itself is the gift. The present moment is where all the magic lies. The future will no longer be something you chase, something you worry about. It will become something you create, moment by moment, with every thought you think, with every choice you make. And as you create this new reality for yourself, you will begin to see how your growth affects others. The more you step into your true power, the more you encourage others to do the same. Your life becomes a beacon for those who are searching for their own path, for those who are ready to awaken to their own potential. You will become a light in the darkness, a reminder that anything is possible when you trust yourself. When you trust the process, when you align with your true purpose, your story will no longer be one of struggle and strife, of fighting against the current. It will be one of flow, of grace, of ease. You will no longer feel like you are fighting to survive, fighting to succeed, fighting to be seen. Instead, you will move with the rhythm of life, trusting that everything you need will be provided. You will surrender to the ebb and flow, knowing that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you cannot yet see it. The more you walk in this state of alignment, the more you will find that you do not need to explain your journey to anyone. You do not need to justify your decisions, to seek approval, to prove your worth. You simply walk forward, knowing that your path is yours and yours alone. Those who are meant to walk with you will find their way to you, and those who are not will fall away, without you needing to force anything, without you needing to make them understand. You no longer need to hold on to anything that is not in alignment with your highest good. You release it, knowing that what is meant for you will come, and what is not will simply fade away. As you continue to evolve, you will begin to recognize the power of your thoughts, the power of your words, the power of your energy. You will see that everything you focus on grows, that every belief you hold shapes your reality. And as you recognize this, you will become more intentional with your thoughts, more mindful of the words you speak, more aware of the energy you emit. You will understand that the way you think and feel directly impacts the world around you. And you will choose to live in alignment with your highest truth. You will see that your power does not come from what you have, but from who you are. It does not come from external circumstances, but from the way you choose to show up in the world. You will no longer rely on external factors for your sense of worth or security. You will know that your worth is inherent, that you are enough, just as you are. You will trust that everything you desire is already on its way to you, and you will no longer feel the need to rush, to force, to chase after it. Now, it will come to you in its own time, as long as you remain in alignment, as long as you continue to trust the process. In this new state of being, you will be at peace. You will no longer feel the need to prove anything, to do anything, to be anything other than what you already are. You will simply be. And in that being, you will experience the fullness of life. You will experience joy, love, abundance, peace, because all of these things are already within you. All of these things are already yours. You simply need to step into them to allow them to flow through you, You are the creator of your reality, the master of your destiny. And as you recognize this, as you step into your full power, you will find that everything you have ever wanted is already here, already unfolding, already yours. And as you walk forward, you will understand that you are part of something much greater than yourself. You are part of a collective consciousness, part of a movement that is changing the world one person at a time. Your awakening is not just for you, it is for the world. Your transformation is not just for you, it is for the world. And as you continue to rise, as you continue to step into your full potential, you will inspire others to do the same. Together, we will create a world that is aligned with truth, with love, with purpose. A world where each person is free to step into their own greatness, to live a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and true. A world where the light within us all shines brightly, lighting the way for others to follow. And in that world, there will be no limits, there will be no fear, there will only be love, only peace, only joy, and we will know without a doubt that we are exactly where we are meant to be. As you stand at the threshold of this realization, understand that the path you are on is not one of mere happenstance, but of divine orchestration. Every step you take, every decision you make, every moment of doubt or triumph is part of the beautiful unfolding of your soul's purpose. You are not lost, you are exactly where you need to be. And even when the road seems unclear, trust that the universe is guiding you toward the life you were always meant to live. You were marked for greatness before you even arrived in this world. And as you embrace your power, your truth, and your purpose, you begin to see the evidence of that divine plan unfolding around you. The universe has never left you, and it will never let you go. It whispers to you in moments of stillness, encourages you in moments of doubt, and celebrates with you in moments of triumph. You are not alone. You have always been supported, always been loved, always been guided. And as you step forward, embracing the fullness of who you are, remember that this journey is not just about you. It is about the ripple effect you create in the world. It is about the way your light will inspire others, the way your courage will encourage them to walk their own path with confidence. You are not only transforming your own life, you are transforming the world around you. The shift in your consciousness, the awakening of your soul, has the power to awaken others and change the course of history. So continue to trust, continue to grow, continue to be the truth of who you are. For in doing so, you will not only fulfill your own destiny, but you will help illuminate the way for others to step into theirs. The world is waiting for your light, and when you walk in that light, you will not only transform your own life, but you will transform the world one step, one thought, one action at a time.